Alright, YouTube, this is video number 2 that I'm making for this nonviolent revolt against the rich. If you haven't heard about it yet, you're getting in on the ground floor here with this video because this is only the second one that I've done. So, what I'm going to do is just read my blog for you. It's on the blog buskerbayarea.wordpress.com, so you can check it out there also. And this is also essentially the same language that I've been distributing on the streets of San Francisco and Oakland and Berkeley for the past 3 weeks now. So I can also tell you that we're being met with about a 75% approval rate. So I'd say a good 3 out of 4 people are saying, yes, this is a good idea. This is a great idea. It's time we did exactly this. And if you don't think that it's time yet, then I would encourage you to really reconsider your values and what it is that you truly want out of this life. If it's to get rich, then I'm afraid we won't see eye to eye. If it's not to get rich, if it's to help other people, then I hope you'll see the absolute necessity of this nonviolent revolt against the rich campaign. So here's the blog. I apologize for not making very good eye contact as I read it, but I'm just going to be reading it, so you can, of course, read it on the blog yourself. Revolt against the rich. This is not a test. This is not bullshit. This is the real deal, and it is time to do it. It's time to redistribute the wealth. March 15th, we have a massive nonviolent demonstration on the calendar of San Francisco. This will take place in the financial district, and I'm encouraging everyone to come and participate, anyone that can make it. I'm also calling upon all of my musician friends to come and be true keepers of the peace, to really help people blow off a lot of steam nonviolently. And I think we can do that quite easily with music. Bring your drums, bring your guitars, bring your brass instruments, bring your bullhorns, bring your signs, bring whatever you want just to help people peacefully blow off a lot of steam. And we can be an example to the world if we do this the right way being non-violently. I've got the parade permit here. It's actually more of a permit application. This is still up for negotiation with the city, but you will be able to see that that I'm making progress here. So continuing with the blog, this is a revolt against the rich, and it is a revolt for true equality, real freedom, and a sustainable, abundant future civilization. It's about time we did this. Would you not agree? Do you pay rent? Do you have a retirement plan? Do you have any savings whatsoever? Do you have debt? Any college loans, car loans, house loans? Do you live hand to mouth? Are you dissatisfied with the amount of control you have over your finances? If any of your answers to those are yes, then, well, it's time to revolt. How much longer can we tolerate this insane lifestyle that the wealthy impose on America? Well, we're here to take it all back from the man and give it back to you. This country has ceased to function as a democracy and is instead dysfunctioning as a neo-feudalist state. And the only way for true democracy to be restored is for all of us, the unemployed, the poor, the working class, all of us, to stand up and say our voice counts. And if we all stand up together, we can get global debt eradicated. That means your debt will be wiped clean. You'll have a fresh start. This is a guarantee, of course, dependent on everyone's participation, so you can see your role to play in this. So what can you do? To begin with, you can immediately stop buying the bullshit that is forced down your throat via corporate advertising, corporate media, and corporate politics. If you're corporate, I'm afraid to say, or if you have some sort of corporate sympathies, then I'm characterizing you as a vampire. You are quite literally sucking this world dry for oil, for resources of whatever. Wood, coal, all this stuff. If we really come down to natural law, then I hope you realize that all of that stuff, all the oil, all the coal, all the natural gas, that's intended for our earth, not for our exploitation. So, what else can you do? You can demonstrate. You can begin boycotting banks today. You can gather en masse and demand the redistribution of wealth. And don't back down until we get our way. We can do this non-violently. This is the collective problem for anyone struggling financially. So if you have any debt, then you are already a victim of class warfare. It's time to start fighting back peacefully. It's really just a revolution of the mind before it is a revolution of anything else. If you know your history, you know class warfare has always been with us pretty much ever since the beginning of the invention of ownership or money. But within the last 30 years, it has gone into a crazy overdrive, and the slow build of corporate control over politics has weakened any and all regulatory bodies that are supposed to be functioning in our government. The rich have had the upper hand for far too long, and the rest of us should be ashamed at our lack of spine to date. I know I am. But instead of being ashamed, it seems obvious that the time has come to act. How much longer can we possibly wait for politicians to pass meaningful legislation that benefits the majority of Americans? How much longer? I mean, they have shown time and time again that their legislative acts are for sale to the highest bidder. That's not a democracy. And now most recently, with President Obama's kowtowing to the corporate Republicans with the extension of the Bush-era tax cuts, and the most recent Comcast and NBC merger, that's a total failure on regulators' parts. I'm afraid the proof is in the pudding. Our lawmakers will not stand up for the majority of working class Americans. So if politicians won't do it, we have to do it. We have to stand up for ourselves, non-violently. So join me on March 15th in the financial district of San Francisco, and let's blow off a bunch of steam peacefully and show the world that we can do it non-violently, and also that we have had enough of the status quo. Thanks.